Hey guys, what I'd like to do in this video is talk about YouTube advertising. Specifically, I'd like to talk about mid-roll ads, which refers to the advertisements which are displayed during a video, not before or after. Now, YouTube, Google recently changed their policy on this, and I want to talk about this in this video. But you should be aware that as a YouTuber, you do have a few different options when it comes to the Google AdSense banners which are displayed in your videos. You can change the types of ads, which I'll show you in a bit, and you can choose whether an advertisement is displayed before, during, and or after. So you've got a few different options, and if you choose to display mid-roll ads, advertisements during a video, you can display 1, 2, 3, as many as you want really. It really does depend on the length of your video, but you can display multiple advertisements during a video, and I'm sure you've seen that already. Now, YouTube have recently rolled out some changes, two main changes. The first one being that previously, to be eligible to display any advertisement during a video, you had to have a video which was 10 minutes or longer. This has now been reduced to 8 minutes. Now, whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know, but I suspect this is because of, pop-up blockers and advertisement, click rates going down, etc. But 8 minutes, I think, it still sounds okay. I think it makes sense not to go any lower than that, because you don't want an advertisement, 2 minutes of a video, and then another advertisement. That doesn't help anyone. So 8 minutes I can live with, but yeah, you can now put mid-roll ads in 8 minutes, 8-minute videos. Now, the second one is that mid-roll ads have been turned on by default for all eligible existing videos and set as the default for future video uploads. Now, this is the biggest change. This is the biggest change. Now, I have always operated on auto mode on YouTube. I've enabled advertisements in the videos, but I've just enabled the default settings. And the default settings are that I accept all types of ads and that an advertisement is displayed before the video, which they refer to as a pre-roll ad. But I never used a mid-roll ad, and I never used a post-roll ad, an advertisement at the end of the video. But as you're aware, if you're watching videos on YouTube a lot of people do display advertisements before, after, and during. Now, my first thought on this was that I didn't want mid-roll ads. The reason being that by the sounds of it, I could make more money, but I'd probably lose viewers and subscribers by doing so. And I really didn't want to annoy subscribers with too many ads. But I looked into it further. I decided to leave it on for a few weeks just to see how it goes, just to see how it performs. And I will show you the analytics to help demonstrate this. But it does seem that Google or YouTube, they seem to be balancing this right. So if I jump over to my browser again, I want to show you this. This is the last 10-minute plus video on this channel. And this is the monetization page of the video. And if you're a YouTuber, you'll be familiar with this layout. You've got at the top, you can turn on ads on and off, monetization. And then you've got types of ads, right? And you've got display ads, overlay ads, sponsored cards, skippable video ads, non-skippable video ads. Now, I'm sure you're aware, some YouTubers will disable some of these. They might not allow people to disable ads because it means that they get more income, etc. But I just leave all of these on by income, and if people skip the advertisement, it's fine. I'm not trying to annoy people. So I just leave them all by default. But previously in all of my videos, I only had before video, this part, the pre-roll. I only had that clicked. Now I've got during video, mid-roll. That's always clicked now. Now you can see there's after video as well. That's not something I want to do, but that's an option as well. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm saying I don't use this, and I haven't ever used an after video post-roll advertisement, but perhaps if there's a successful video, perhaps if it's a long video, maybe I would use that. But for the most part, I don't see myself using that. Now, mid-roll ads, if you click on it here, you can see there's an option to manage them. And I'll be honest, I'd never even checked this before because I'd never used mid-roll ads. I had no reason to actually click on this. Now, you can place the ads wherever you want. Now, it's pretty good how YouTube does it here, but I think it's better when they place it automatically, simply because I'm lazy. Now, I will say that I do think that for the most part, it works okay. YouTube software basically looks at your video, and they probably look at audio more than anything else, and they wait until there's a break, and then they'll put the ad in there, so that, for example, if I'm talking right now, it won't just cut to an advertisement. So it works okay, but it doesn't always work the best. So the way that I would operate would be, if mid-roll ads are enabled, let the software handle everything. But if I have a video which has got a lot of views, which is generating a lot of money, I might want to go in there and manage the advertisement myself, take it off the automatic option and place the ads exactly where I want. Perhaps before you transition to another scene, like if I'm doing a product review, perhaps from the unboxing to the testing phase or something like that, so that it feels more natural. But you do have some options there and it is quite good. Now, what I will say is that I checked lots and lots of videos on my other channel, my technology channel, which I'm sure you're aware of as well. And I looked through lots of videos and I wanted to just see, firstly, if all of them did have mid-roll ads. Now, what was interesting was that, yes, mid-roll ads was enabled by default on most of them, but on some videos, I only had the tick before the video, obviously because it's a short video, less than 8 minutes. But for the videos which were more than 8 minutes, some of them didn't have the before video option clicked. And what I mean by that is I was concerned that, you know, this new default mid-roll ad setting, my concern was that I would be blasting ads at subscribers or potential subscribers and I'd be losing traffic and I'd be annoying people, which is not what I'm setting out to do. Yes, like anyone else, I would like to make more money, but I'm not setting out to annoy people with my advertisements. And I'd certainly prefer to have subscribers over advertisements at this point. Certainly, you know, from a channel point of view, I'd like to do that. But what I found was that even in some of the longer videos, what YouTube have done is not display an advertisement before the video. They've only displayed it during the video. So it does seem like, and this is a good thing, it does seem like Google are trying to balance it out so they're not blasting too many ads at people, as in an advertisement there and then there and there. Sometimes they'll remove the advertisement at the start, and then when someone's enjoying the video, they'll display an advertisement. And what I'd like to do now is just show you the analytics for this. Now, I can't really show you the analytics well on this channel, Online Ventures, because this channel makes no money. It really does make no money. I mean, look at this. Last 28 days, $28.36. It's not a lot of money. It's really not a lot of money, especially when you consider how expensive all of this equipment is that I've got here to produce videos. But if I click over in analytics, you can see that these changes here come on 27th of July. So we've got a couple of weeks of data here, a couple of weeks of analytics to check, 2-3 weeks. And you can see there was a little spike there, but really income has not been affected. So that's the views. If you look at income, I mean, if anything, it's been down. It hasn't really went up. So views haven't been affected, which is good. It doesn't look like I'm losing views, but it doesn't look like I'm generating any more income either. Now, as I said, this is not a good example. This channel doesn't make a lot of money, but I'm going to give you a little insight into my other channel. Now, this channel does make more money, and you can see here 12,000 subscribers and $605. Now, again, sounds like a lot of money, guys, but when you realize I've spent tens and tens of thousands of pounds on equipment and all this other stuff, it's really not. But you can see over the last 28 days, views have went down 9%, revenues went down 10%. Now, what I will say though, I don't believe that's because of my videos. Well, it might be some videos maybe dropping out the rankings, but I think one of the reasons why that the traffic is going down is the coronavirus. Like right now, as I record this, it's August 2020. I did see a huge spike in traffic when everyone was trapped in their house. People weren't going outside, they were all in lockdown, and I did see a rise in traffic. So I think this decrease in traffic now is just an adjustment going back down to my normal level, effectively. But I'll go into the analytics and show you. But what I'll try and do first, before I show you the analytics, I want to just quickly go into some videos to show you what I was talking about. So like that's 8 minutes. So that's an 8-minute long video. And if I click on that, you can see that one's got before and that one's got after. Now, like I said before, I have never chosen to do an after video one. I've not actually seen that yet. That's new to me. So they have decided to display an advertisement before and then after. It's all automatic, and they've decided that's the best way to do it. That's a 35-minute video. It's a long video. They've got before and during. And then if you look at a short video, which to be honest, I don't normally do too many short videos, as you can see, because I do product reviews. But there's 7 minutes 52. So this one, for example, is not eligible for mid-rolls. So that's got before, but they have added an after there as well. Now, if I sound shocked, it's because I am a little bit. When I checked this a week ago, I did not see any videos with after video ads ticked. It was all before and after, before and during, or just before, or just during. It looks like they're balancing things out again, and they're still playing with this, and they're introducing some of those after video ads as well. And at this point, I don't mind. I'm still experimenting with all of this. I want to track the data to see, you know, what actually works. And that's the thing, you know, sometimes you see an announcement like this and you just automatically think, I like it or I don't like it. This will make me more money. Well, will it? You need to look at the stats to see if it does. And likewise with me, and you know, my concern was that I dropped views, and I'm not sure that I am. I'll show you one more. There's a 5-minute 50 video. That's before and after as well. So it looks like with the shorter videos, they are displaying before and after now, which was not part of the original announcement. This is something I will have to review. And that's another short one. So it looks like all the short ones before and after is becoming default. So this is new to me. This is something I need to review. But if you look at this one, this is a video test video for the Poco F2. That is before and during. So for the mid-roll ads, they seem to be doing before and during. And then if you look at that, they've added, this is the thing that I need to review, because you can see here, they've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ads. And I'll be honest, at this point, I'm still kind of torn by this, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I really don't know if it is, because, well, it doesn't seem like I'm going to be making any more income here, and what I could be doing is just annoying people with ads. So I don't know. I mean, I think this is, personally, maybe call me a conspiracy theorist. Maybe that's a conspiracy theory, but I think this is all part of their plan to try to push people towards YouTube Premium. But anyway, that's an example of some videos of how, you know, they've implemented the before, after, or before, during, and after as far as where the ads are displayed. It looks like they're playing around with it. It's certainly different from where I've checked it a week ago. But if I jump back over to my analytics area, this is the analytics area for my technology channel. It does generate a lot more views than this channel, many more views. And I mean, that's effectively a straight line. More or less. I mean, I'm sure I could look at that in more detail, but it doesn't look like, down here, by the way, that's when videos were published. It doesn't look like I've lost viewers, but it doesn't look like I've gained viewers. So, as I said, when I looked at that there and I've got 5 advertisements, I was concerned that I would lose viewers, but this suggests that I'm not losing views. But again, you need to delve deeper into this, because a view might, you know, I think a view is registered after, was it 15, 20 seconds? It's something like that. I don't know if they've changed it. But a view is kind of recognized after a period of time. But one of the most important stats in YouTube, and one of the biggest ranking factors, is how much time someone is watching your video. So watch time is important. And this is something that I do have to examine. When you know, is watch time being affected? Now, this is something I need to check just now. Doesn't seem to be affected. So this is how I'm kind of going back and forth with this, because in theory I should make more money. In theory I should be losing views, or at least getting a reduced amount of watch time. But the way that YouTube are doing this, I don't know if it's just because they're balancing it out, but I don't seem to be losing views. Watch time seems to be about the same. It really does. So that's 364. It was 423 there. But again, it was artificially higher because of the coronavirus. So I'm not sure how accurate it is. I'd have to look at this over a longer period of time. Subscribers goes up and down as usual. Revenue, if anything, revenues went down rather than up. You know what I mean? But again, this could be tied in more with what's happening with coronavirus, and with, you know, less people sitting inside now, people going back to work. So this is something I need to examine more. And as I was saying, my first thought with this was, I don't want mid-roll ads. I don't want mid-roll ads. But their announcement about this, it just talked about mid-roll ads. But it seems to be all part of a whole new kind of advertising balancing act. They seem to be trying to get a more balanced approach to advertising. So perhaps in some videos you'll only get before, some you'll get before and after, maybe some there'll only be after. And then it seems to be for shorter videos, they're now displaying an advertisement before and after. And in other videos, it's before and during. But what I will say is, I do think this is part of YouTube's plan to push people towards the premium option, the premium plan, partly because of, you know, people using pop-up ads and things like that, which does cost me money, no doubt about it. But I will say I'm starting to get annoyed with ads myself as a viewer. And I don't want to be a hypocrite about that. So maybe I should start removing some of these ads and you'll only have before the video to see if it does affect views. It's, you know, as you can see there though, it doesn't look like anything's changed. It doesn't look like anything has changed since that announcement, since those changes come into place. But I am tempted to test YouTube Premium myself so that I don't get ads. But I think that the general public aren't going down that route. Most people will still want to have YouTube free. They don't want to pay for it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I really don't have anything conclusive for you. Certainly on my channel, it seems to be that these new changes have introduced more ads in my videos. But that does not appear to have generated more income. It does not appear to have generated less subscribers or less watch time or less views. So I'm kind of torn by this at this point. I don't know if it's worth it. I think at this point what I'd have to do would be to disable mid-roll ads and leave it a week or two and then see if I do see a jump in traffic. But there's so many things going on just now with the pandemic and with, you know, people going back to work and other countries going into lockdown. It's hard to tell how much of a factor the mid-roll ads are here as far as my, you know, traffic and watch time and income goes. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are a YouTuber, I'd love to hear your opinion on this. And if you're a viewer, I'd like to hear your opinion on this, because I do think your opinion here is relevant. My guess is that most viewers do not like ads and they don't want mid-roll ads. But if YouTube balanced this correctly, maybe it's not going to be too bad a thing. But leave a comment, let me know what you think anyway, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Take care.